Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you are one of the 3 viewers that watched the very ending of my tack pack unboxing, we talked about this little section in the back of this notebook that's selling you a shim to unlock a pair of handcuffs. But it's got a few drawbacks, if you will. Like, you can't use it if the handcuffs are double locked. My method is a lot cheaper and only requires a bobby pin. So what's up, guys? Maybe you are locked down by your tyrannical government and quarantined for your own good. Maybe you want to learn a new skill. Or maybe you're like me. When I was in Popo school, I heard horror stories about cops getting taken and put in their own handcuffs, and stories about kidnapped victims being put in handcuffs. So I thought I would teach myself how to get out of handcuffs. And after many hours being trapped in the back of my wife's car, I finally figured out how to get out. Now, it's pretty simple. You might want to do a little bit of preparation before you start this endeavor. Like, I like to pre-cut bobby pins. And bobby pins are really easy to hide on yourself. You can hide them in your clothes, like in your beard. You can hide them in your body. You probably don't want to hide them in your body. They're sharp and metal. But they're pretty easy to hide nonetheless. All the bobby pins got these little bitty balls on the end of them. And it's made of some kind of resin that coats the entire pin, keeps it from rusting and all that good stuff. Well, those are in your way because this has to go inside the handcuff keyhole. And you can remove those by using a lighter and maybe a pocket knife, or you could be super lazy like me and use a pair of wire cutters to cut it off. Next, you're going to want to bend it into shape. Now, I kept this bobby pin intact in its original bent form, but you see right here at the end how it's kind of got almost a L shape to it, or maybe like one of those Tetris pieces. Well, that's the shape you're going for. Now, handcuffs. Let's talk about the handcuff. These are my actual handcuffs from when I was a cop. These are a pair of Peerless hinge handcuffs. And you got different types. You have the chain kind, the hinge kind. I carried both. I carried a pair of the chain and the hinged. Now let me show you the inside of these handcuffs. Okay, let's get to know your enemy. Handcuffs are made up of your single strand, your double strand, right here. You have your keyhole, you have your secondary lock, and you have your ratcheting system on the inside. Now those teeth of the ratcheting system line up with the teeth on your single strand, and that's where you get your clicking sound. Now those teeth are held under spring tension, and that spring tension is what keeps you locked up. Now I'm going to draw you a completely accurate internal view of these Peerless handcuffs. You have your ratcheting teeth right in there somewhere. Now this goes all the way back here, and this is the pin that holds that ratchet in. Now this ratchet, like I said, is under spring tension, and it goes around here, and it has like a little lip that this part of the key, the long protruding part of the key, clips onto, and that's what pushes it down and allows this ratchet to move down in this direction. Now over here where you have your secondary lock, that when pushed in blocks this ratchet from moving in either direction, and that comes all the way over here and can be unlocked. Here, I went a little bit too far, but the key can be unlocked by being pushed out by the key turning the opposite direction. And both of those are held in place by a U-shaped spring. Like I said earlier, you have 2 contact points. One about right here, one about right there. And that's where your pick or your key is going to make contact with the mechanism. I recommend not putting these on before you learn to do this. Now I'm going to open my bobby pin up. because you're going to want to use the spring tension. Now, the key or the pick, the key would go in right here and would turn all the way around this little pin right here. That pin is to prevent things like this from happening, picking your handcuffs. It's a security measure, but there are ways around all security measures. It goes in and it's going to sit against that. You're going to feel like you hit a wall almost. You're going to push down and use that spring tension, and you're going to move it. You see how it unlocked that? Now, the handcuff is double locked. Now you're dealing with a different animal. I'll go ahead and double lock this. I don't have a handcuff key for these, by the way. Double locked, it will not close, it will not open, it will not move. It is locked. Like I said, that bar comes over, locks the ratcheting device into place, and for all intents and purposes, locks up the handcuffs. So, just like from the other side, you're going to feed it in. You're going to fill a wall, and boom. Did you see that pop out? Might have been hard to catch on camera, but you'll know it's popped out because the handcuffs are free. Okay. Like I said earlier, don't put these on and then learn how to do this. See if I can judo chop my way in. Ah! Alright. Alright, I'm going to feed my little piece in. I'll move it around until I get to that sweet spot. You're going to come up against the wall. We'll put pressure on it, and you're going to come out just like that. I can get these out. Come out of there. Alright. And on your other side, I'm going to feed in and go just the opposite way. Find your sweet spot, put pressure on it. Bam! Now that was a pretty basic video on how to escape handcuffs. If you got any questions, be sure to ask me down in the comments below. And you could be one of the very few to say an ex-police officer taught you how to escape handcuffs. Stay safe and stay free, America.
Full beard manly.